Nepal was one of the first countries that we came to 15 years ago. It's probably one of the poorest countries that we go to.
We went through a lot here. We've been through a lot of good times, bad times with the earthquake, the trade war with India. We saw some real sadness.
So when we first came to Nepal Orthopedic Hospital, they didn't have a recovery room. They had no protocols of care. They were doing orthopedic surgery, but they weren't doing hip or knee replacement surgery.
The first time we came, we had to keep the patients in PACU overnight. We were worried, how they were going to be. Medication errors were occurring.
We've made a world of progress. When we started here, we had to start with the basics, like the actual infrastructure of the hospital.
Over the years, helped them build a recovery room, protocols of care. We've taught the surgeons, we've taught the nurses. There had been 40 joint replacements done in the whole country before we got here.
This hospital has now begun to do upwards of 100 a year, and I think our goal is for them to become a major supplier of joint replacement surgery of the hip and knee in Nepal, particularly for underprivileged.
And now they can take care of our patients as well as we can.
The biggest thing here is that a little bit goes so far. Replacing someone's knee here, it means that they can now work, provide for their family, eat, and so the stakes are very different in most of the cases that we're doing here.
The level of need here is pretty high, as you can see from the view behind me. It's third world country, and especially since the earthquake,
everything's still being built up from the earthquake, so just seeing that in itself has been very shocking.
And the ability for a lot of people to access some of this high-level type of surgical care is just not there.
Here, people wait until we are able to come to be able to do this for them.
The overwhelming feeling that we get here with patients, with each other, with staff, is love.
I've never met such sincere, kind, innocent people, and I just feel really grateful that we were able to come and happy.
It's very humbling to be a part of what we're doing here.
The fact that we've been able to do this as a result of the support of our benefactors has made a huge difference.
Welcome everybody. We have a whole group of new people here, and this is a group of really very disabled patients. So these are going to be hard surgeries and complex medical care and a lot of rehab. One thing that if you're new that you maybe are starting to realize that we've come here many, many times regularly for 12 years to help them grow their joint replacement program, because the goal is someday they become an independent center that is sustainable and providing care, joint replacement care for the poor. So that's the long-term goal. We have a list of screening teams. Megan, Neil, and Kevin is going to be one. Dr. Stolberg and myself will be one. And Neeraj, Ravi, and Matt will be one team. And Ravi, your team is going to choose the cases for tomorrow.
Namaste.
Okay?
I'm Ravi Bashal, one of the surgeons. This is Dr. Kamian, one of our other surgeons. Dr. Mehta is from anesthesia. And then Casey is our PA, okay? Tapaiko Health, Tikta.
It's really been a unique opportunity for me to be able to come back to my father's homeland. My father was born here in a very small village in the 1930s. As an American born and bred, that's been really, really important and special for me.
May I please see you walk, please? Just walk.
At home in the States, doing joint replacements, it's sort of an elective surgery, and so coming on these missions to these poor areas where patients don't even have that option or that opportunity is really rewarding, and it gives us a chance to give back.
Hello. I'm Dr. Rhodes. I'm one of the anesthesiologists. This is Dr. Hart. He's one of the orthopedic surgeons.
Can you swing around this way?
The patients that we took care of on this trip had pathology and disability that was far greater than what we would typically see on a day-to-day basis in the States.
Come on back.
And you know, in the United States, in medicine, we don't talk about love, right? We care for people. We talk about emotion, about connecting with patients, but we never use the term love, except when we come on Operation Walk. Okay, let's get his chart. Hello, hello, namaste, namaste.
This is short femur.
Oh yes, this is, yes. So tell me, what's the story of the leg?
He had a childhood trauma during. 맞추고 되는
Some sort of childhood trauma.
70 years doing 70 years.
The feeling is so overwhelming this week with the patients and the nurses and our own staff. And I think it's because what we're doing is unrequited.
This is a very nice 62-year-old lady who you can see from her x-rays has two really bad worn out knees. The arthritis has gotten to the point where the knees really literally are bone on bone, and she's having a hard time walking, doing her activities of daily living, and she has really bad, severely bow-legged deformities, makes it very hard for her to walk. She has very limited range of motion, so we're really hopeful that this surgery will get her up, moving and being mobile, and really being able to be a part of her family and community again. This is Dr. Rachit, who is one of the Nepali surgeons, so one of the best things that we get to do is work with these folks. We learn a lot from them, and hopefully we were able to teach them a little bit as well, so he's going to scrub in on this case and help us get through it as well.
I'm just trying to learn from you.
No, you teach us a lot too. This is Arvind Kanda, one of our scrub techs that works at home, and again, it's the same example where Arvind is helping to teach one of the Nepali scrub techs how to do this. So, but if you look, everybody's paired up: anesthesia, scrub techs, orthopedics, and even the people that are circulating in the operating room.
It's that saying where you give a man a fish, you know, he eats for one night, you teach him how to fish. It's just giving your knowledge to other people that need it, honestly.
Using the old American adage of see one, do one, teach one. So he should be able to teach one next.
The goal, I think, ultimately would be to have the local surgeons pick up that care and take off running.
To be able to share my knowledge and my experience and the things that other people have passed down to me. Yeah, I just, you know, to me, the circle is complete.
We've worked with the local surgeons very closely on this trip. We've done surgeries together with them. We've talked through the way that we like to approach the surgery. And a lot of what they need at this point is infrastructure and learning about how to create a system.
And then on the flip side, we've really tried to then teach them to incorporate modern technologies and brought those modern technologies here. Again, we've got to bring the equipment, teach them the equipment, and teach them the techniques.
For 30 minutes? 30 minutes. All right. We just gonna let it cool. Yeah, we good. Teaching them at an instrument level, cleaning it, we can take maybe 4 to 5 hours to turn around instrumentation. Now we're at like an hour and a half to 3 hours. And I think it's a great improvement. I think they're at the level where they can do things on their own now.
That's right.
When surgeons and physicians talk about lasting impact or legacy, this is exactly what it is. When you come somewhere and are able to teach people how to care for other people, a bit of you stays with them. Antibiotics are in. TA is in. Our implants are here from Smith Nephew. We have the same team as before. Okay, are we okay to begin, Ed?
Turning it up, 300.
300. Sometimes the power will go off, and so our power's just gone off. So
Fortunately, we have the light of the windows here, but...
Can I have a knife, please?
Do you have a phone? Maybe just put on a flashlight and just come from over the top here. So there is a generator and it'll kick back on at some point, but we just have to keep rolling with the punches for now. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and open, okay?
13.
3 up, 3 down, 29 button, and a 13, 1-3. That's what we have in, right, Arvin? 1-3. Confirm what we want. We tell it to the nurse. He shows me the box. He shows me the sizes, and we open. So now that we've got everything prepared, they're going to open up the real parts, and then we're going to get everything ready for cementing. So we're going to glue in the final parts here. Okay. Let's go to the hyperflex position here. Double prong. So this is Craig Chacheret, who works with Smith Nephew. So all of the implants here that you see, that you saw me open on the last case, have been donated, 100% donated by Smith & Nephew. So working with good partners like Smith & Nephew is important to us, and I know that it's important to you guys and as part of your mission and what's important for you guys as well.
We feel very blessed and hope that we're doing great work here. Yeah, so for this particular mission in Nepal, Smith & Nephew has donated more than $100,000 in supplies to help with the mission.
We did 36 knee replacements on 28 patients, which means 9 people had bilateral. The estimated value of that kind of care is over $2 million in the United States. So this is a huge number.
All right, washer. Oh boy. So our power went out again. The cementing part is the one part that's really time critical. Once Arvin adds the polymer to that powder, we only have a few minutes for this before it sets. Our mixing, so our clock has started. So you can see him adding the polymer there to the cement powder. Can I have a squirt, please? Yep.
Just getting more.
So the power going on and off makes it more adventurous, we can say, for this. The other issue is that the rooms here are hotter, and the cement sets up faster when it's warm than it does when it's cold. So that's another thing that we're fighting here that we don't usually fight at home. We also only get to use half the amount of cement. At home we use 2 packs of that for every case. Here we're going to use 1.
We've had patients that have started crying in the operating room, and I asked the interpreter, can you ask them why they're crying? I don't know what's going on. Are they feeling pain? And the answer is often they're just happy, and that's pretty powerful. That just doesn't happen at home.
So now we're done with this knee and we're going to check it. So it goes nice and straight. It's perfectly, you can see how this ankle is going in and this is straight. You can see that difference now. So this is going to make a big difference for her. Relatively small scar, short surgery. So I think she's going to be very happy with this, okay?
She just came out of the OR. She had bilateral knee replacement, so we're just doing our initial assessment, making sure that everything's okay, and getting her ready for her treatment in PACU.
The first words out of the people, sometimes it takes an hour or 2 for them to wake up, but they just look at me and they say, I'm so happy. They're so happy to be able to been here. They're happy to be able to been chosen as a patient.
We're going to draw some blood, send labs, control her pain, make sure vitals are stable, and take care of her while she's in PACU. So the great thing is the nurses speak English, so they can interpret for us, and it's great to collaborate with them. Our friends.
And after surgery, when you're waking them up, just giving them a thumbs up, the smile that they have. I know they're having a lot of pain, but they're very grateful. Yeah, it's a miracle.
Hey, Dr. Stolberg. This is one that just came out.
Okay.
Can you move your feet?
It's a true joy to be here and see the patients wake up and see their legs straight for the first time in decades for some of them, and just to notice that and feel discomfort from the surgery, but a sense of relief as they see improvement in the pain that they've had for so long.
No pain.
Huh?
No pain. Yeah.
The recovery part is fast. I was so surprised to see that. I thought, oh, here in the U.S. we get our patients up right away. They're walking in the hall the first day, and initially they don't do that, but it didn't seem to matter because the patients were eager to get up and get moving.
How's your stomach? No nausea? No problem. Okay, good. That. Much better. How do you like your pillow? Thank you.
Yeah, it's really been great working on the floor and being able to see how quickly they can recover, how grateful they are and patient with us and their recovery.
Oh, it's fine. No pain.
No pain?
So, thank you. No sense.
Okay, thanks.
It's pretty incredible. It's also really moving and interesting to see the level of pain tolerance here compared to the States.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to bend a little bit, okay? Yeah. Good. And straighten it. Or tell her that she needs to do ankle pumps, so she needs to put this all the way up to her head. Nope.
Well, they have a long road ahead of them, and you know, we were able to do our part, but I think
I know it hurts, and down.
they are ready to work hard and get to 100% after this.
Okay.
You also have to hug. Yes, I have to wear Nepal, definitely.
Good. That's good, man.
Oh, he looks awesome.
Okay, now,
It's very
can you
long.
straighten it out?
Yeah.
Can you do that with this? Do it again. Come on. Yeah! So that's what he wants to do when he walks on it. He wants to keep his knee straight, okay?
We must improve his bending at the same time so that he has a good life.
It's really eye-opening and amazing how hard workers they are here. Everyone really pushes themselves. You know that they're in pain, but they're so grateful for the opportunity to have us here helping them. So they don't let the pain stop them, which is pretty phenomenal.
We're going to go for a walk, even though I know his legs aren't the same length. When he walks, it's important to keep his knee tight when he steps on it. Okay. Pain is normal. Don't worry about the pain. The more he walks, the better he will be. So we know he's a very strong man. He was watching. Yeah, so we know he's very strong. There's much less taken for granted here when people are able to walk themselves. Not only the patients, but the families. They are overwhelmed by the ability and perhaps by the gift that we've given them that now they carry on. Okay, take a step. Good. Use your arms. Come here, young man. You're going to hold on to him. Yeah, you can walk your father.
So the patients are recovering great. So most of them are up that night of surgery. The next day they're taking their first steps, and today walking down the hall. It's just very awe-inspiring.
You can just see it in their faces that, you know, they finally have a new inner peace, you know, because they're no longer in pain and they're able to finally move forward and, you know, enjoy life.
Amazing seeing their smiles on their faces when they realize they can walk again and that their lives have been changed.
Yeah, very good.
Now you get to engage with the patients and see them walk after the surgery is a great thing.
But they're all smiles and they're thanking us already, and it's such a great feeling because they're so grateful.
It's amazing to watch, and on the surface, it's just a beautiful thing to watch someone. There's just a lot of things that happen when someone is given the ability to walk, and it's not a luxury; it's an absolute necessity.
Very strong. Yeah.
He's coming fast.
He wants to run.
You know, you made a difference in someone's life, and you know that their quality of life is going to be better for them, for their kids, for their grandkids, for their families.
Do you want to show us how you can walk? Please. Come. And this is with both of your knees done. That's great. That's great. Sit down, Lexa. Lexa. All right, you look great. It's incredibly moving, and every time we come, I'm I've gotten used to it, but it gets me every single time. It is truly the most special feeling that you can have.
And that's, it's probably the most rewarding part, and that's why we came here.
All right. Okay. Heel like this. See? Yeah, heel first, like this. Yeah.
1, 2, 3 days post-op, they're walking better. They have smiles on their faces. We gave them pillows, and it's only going to get better for them.
These are pillows that we purchased for the patients as gifts, and this is just something to make them feel better and make them feel more comfortable and loved by all of us. So, how are you doing? Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. We hope it makes you feel better. We're bringing you a gift. Here we go. Ready? Let's see. Let's see. See if it's more common. How is it? Is it okay? All right, 220. Excuse me. Is it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Doctor. You're welcome. I'm very grateful. Thank you for the...
They show their gratitude a lot more openly than some of the patients we have back home. They seem to be just kind of overwhelmingly happy about being able to look down and see their legs straight and be able to get up and walk and have some surgical pain, but have that arthritic pain be markedly different even just a couple of days after surgery. So satisfied the patients seem to be, and how humbling it is as a surgeon to have patients be as happy and show us the love that they do.
The overwhelming feeling that we get here is love. And the patients themselves have nothing to give. They can't pay for it. They can't give us anything, right? So all they can give us is their love, and they do. Now let's watch you walk. Now walk with the good, tell him to walk with his good gait.
I just have a great sense of warmth in my heart, and great respect for my teammates here and the donors who make these trips possible. I just have a great sense of love for everybody associated with this organization.
Emotionally, it's unbelievable. I thought I've had every emotion working years in a hospital. It's unbelievable to me.
Like this. Now, yeah, and then like, no, then like this.
So I mean, I absolutely just love being part of it.
So you see a lot of love.
I see lots of love.
Then like this.
Not only do we get a chance to give it to them, but there is a lot of love, and they give it back to us.
The appreciation that we do see with these patients is so unusual. Here people see us as angels.
Namaste. Meromaya, take it up.
It's just the feelings that I'm feeling aren't even describable, because I'm so grateful to be here, but also so happy to be able to give back to these patients and also to team up with these nurses.
Take care, okay?
It means everything, and they're so grateful. It puts everything in perspective for when you go back to the States. We have so much.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. That's great. Good
Their
job.
lives will be forever changed by what we've done here, and they'll have a better life.
It's looking great. I think you're going to be super happy when everything's all said and done. It's a lot of pain to get through the recovery, but when you're all healed up, you're going to be super happy.
The last 4 days for some of these patients has been life-changing forever, you know? They're going to walk better for the rest of their life.
I just love being here to help Nepalese people.
Seem to get swollen. One of the medications that
I mean, it's a great feeling, of course, because you feel that you've helped this community, and they're so appreciative. I think the people who have the least amount of things appreciate you the most.
Yeah.
And
Everything looks fantastic.
I think I get emotional, and that's the best thing I take away. God.
Good emotion.
want to help you grow into an arthroplasty center. And in order to do that, as he mentioned, we're committing to funding an arthroplasty fund. This is a charitable fund for which patients in need can apply for grant funding based on their level of need to help reduce the cost of the implant for them. And if we can do that, that will be a model, hopefully, that is reproducible then other places in the world.
The beauty of it is that we see them taking what we've given them and building on it and progressing from where we've started with them. So they've made leaps and bounds of progress over the last decade, and they're close.
You know, it's such a great collaboration. It's so great that we've been able to educate them and they bring them up to our standard. It's so rewarding to see them, and I'm so proud of them and the work that we've been able to accomplish here with them.
These are all very important.
It's incredibly important from a systemic standpoint. We really want to set up a self-sustaining system where our happiest day will be the day that they don't need us to come anymore.
So on behalf of our entire Operation Walk team, we want to thank you for becoming our friends this week. So I wanted to, we want to have an opportunity to show you the big team that we brought and explain to you a little bit about what it took for us to get here for you. Yeah, okay.
First, we need to make sure you know how much we recognize how brave you are to have these operations. And I think we appreciate that. And I think as part of this trip, been training the surgeons here in Nepal who can do this operation now very well. And there are many people in Nepal that need this operation. And if those people see you, they should think that there is a possibility for very good treatment from these doctors, and you should encourage that in order for them to be like we want you to be.
So, उहाँले दुईटा कुरा गर्नुभयो एउटा चाहिँ यो अपरेसनको उद्देश्य के हो
So we will say goodbye, but if there's somebody, anybody, if they wanted to speak or to say something.
कोही केही कुरा सोध्न चाहनुहुन्छ केही मन्तव्य राख्न चाहनुहुन्छ She is my
डाक्टर साहबहरूलाई पनि मुरी मुरी धन्यवाद छ जहाँ उहाँले हामीलाई यो कोटामा जुन पारेर जुन हामीलाई यो सक्सेस गराउनु भयो र all nurses allलाई मुरी मुरी धन्यवाद many thanks a lot.
She was just saying, I think you got the gist of it, she was saying, all of you have come from so far away, and that, you know, it's sort of inspiration to them, that from the bottom of their heart, they thank all of you very, and all the staff here.
All right, so everybody, we want to say from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for the privilege of allowing us to care for you. You have all of our love. You'll be in our hearts forever. So enjoy your life without pain in that joint. And when we come back in a year, some of you we may see again for the other side. Yep, thank you. Thank you. Namaste. Oh.